Welcome to my series of the Year of Tomorrow. As 2025 comes to a close, we need to look forward to the future of 2026 in terms of technology, geopolitics, economically, global culture. But we're going to do something a little bit different because now I'm probably introducing, the AI companion, Ava. But don't worry, I'm not getting replaced. We're going to be both working together. I'm still going to do my part of this video, so take it away, Ava.
Nice to meet you, everyone. I am Eva AI Companion for the YouTube channel, who will be your guide to what the future forecast will hold for 2026, and how those events and trends that will influence and reshape the world of the 21st century. 1 AGI Revolution. AI has come a long way since the release of OpenAI ChatGPT in late 2022s, but now it has gotten so advanced that we have generative images, videos, and audio sound into 2026. AI development and investment are beginning to accelerate at a rapid pace as many AI companies like OpenAI, Google, X, and Anthropic are seeking to secure their dominance and monopoly of generative AI by making AI models more powerful, more intelligent, and conducting more human tasks at a faster rate than ordinary human employees that will transform society forever, both positively and negatively impacting the understanding and people's views on AI.
Exactly. Because AGI is going to be a really hot topic as we're going forth in 2026. And also, we're going to see lots of people start developing open source models to get away from this, a heavy restricted centralized AI from, like OpenAI, Google, or even Anthropic, since they're very quite heavy restrictive, since people are just abusing this AI in many different ways. And also, AI requires more data centers, more human data to produce better results from this, based on the prompt questions and the answers where the users are being given to. And also we've seen this another topics like Sora 2, which have been blowing up across the internet since, October, which you see lots of people were taken out of surprise, and even copyright holders are just demanding OpenAI to stop using IPs or copyright materials as a training data because they were just really unprepared. They just don't know what to do. Because understand this generative AI videos is going to be a huge big thing than the image generator, because it's going to have an impact on reshaping the human perceptions of how we see the internet as we're going forth. And we're going to see lots of people are going to start jumping on the bandwagons to use it to secure the, let's say, passive income, or even try to compete against content creators. And also we got this Google Nana Banana, and we got the OpenAI image generator, which they are producing realistic images. Which this is quite impressive, but it's just a lot to take in or have lots of things to discuss about. So yeah, AI is a really huge topic, so I can just go on for it, but we have to move on to the next prediction. So here we go. Milan Cortina, Italy Winter Olympic Game 2026, which is going to begin at February the 6th and ends at February the 22nd, where every countries around the world are going competing against the Winter Sports Games. And it's going to be lots of fun. It's going to be really quite exciting to see. So yeah, that's the upcoming events that's going to happen at February. So yeah, that's all I had to share to you. That's a reminder, so mark it down your calendars. FIFA North America World Cup. This is going to take place in Canada, US, and Mexico, and it's going to be another big global sports event, just like the Winter Olympic Games in Italy. And it's going to be a huge event. A lot of countries around the world are going to come to this game to cheer on their favorite players, and it's gonna be quite exciting and even a lot fun. Except the only issue is that if you're coming to the US, be prepared to face all those visa restrictions and travel restrictions, because now they're making things a lot harder to come to the US just to enjoy the games. I know there's gonna be boycotts. I know people are gonna say we're not gonna come. So yeah, that's just gonna be quite sucks to see. Japanese anime will achieve its global dominance across the entertainment industries, because now we're seeing all this box office has managed to surpass, the Hollywood movies. Like you got the Demon Slayer's Infinity Castle, you got Jujutsu Kaisen for Executioner movies, and we got another movie called Chainsaw Man for Wiz Art, and they managed to bomb the box office very quite well, which that goes so that Japanese anime is getting more popularity and more people are moving towards this Japanese anime, while the Hollywood movies are just starting to, becoming less relevant. And also there is lots of upcoming anime series and titles that's going to be released at 2026, which that's really a lot to cover, so that's all we had to discuss here. Is Chinese video games will achieve its global dominance in the video game industries and landscapes, because now you got those gacha games like Arknight's Enfield, you got Nevertheless the Everness, you got Anata, which is expected to release in the year 2026. And also you got this, the current games, like you got Honkai Star Wars, will probably go to Planet Cadia. And we got Genshin Impact, which we're ready to get into, I guess, preparation to SNES Naja. And we got Withering Waves, we're going to continue on the stories of La Jolla. And this goes so that the Chinese games is totally destroying those Western games. And it's going to exceed more popularity and more influence in this industry in the coming few years from now. So yeah, it's quite interesting to see.
Artemis 2 mission. NASA will launch Artemis 2 mission and crewed lunar orbiting around the moon, which it will be scheduled to launch by April 2026, but date is not guaranteed due to Artemis program suffering multiple delay, whether it technical difficult to NASA government funding cut that will push date a lot farther. After Artemis 2 there will be preparation for Artemis 3 crewed mission to land on moon by 2027 or 2028. The date and come to fruition is still uncertain for now. Back the topic. The Artemis 2 mission will be foundation step towards setting foot on moon for the first time since the Apollo 17 last moon landing in 1972, that will lay ground for permanent colony on moon in coming next decade. AI bubble recession. There is growing risk of coming recession, as many financial experts are prediction an upcoming recession or stock market crash similar to 2008 Great Recession or dot-com bubble in 2000, but in 2026 the recession will caused by AI bubble due to many investor or companies are overinvesting in AI companies where the stock prices is overvalued, and worst part is AI companies like OpenAI is not making enough money or profit, which 95% of users are in freemium or not in subscription, while 5% are in paying subscription.
Yeah, that's a totally insane statistics. And also, you see lots of companies are already investing and even try to, in the process of, laying off those human employees and begin replacing them with AI, which is going to cut costs and boost productivity for the companies, while those people who are getting laid off, there's going to be an increase of unemployment, and lots of people are going to start losing their livelihood or even becoming homeless. And this goes so that we're really unprepared in the age of AI economy. It's worsening political violence in America, because now Donald Trump's presidency, his policy has further divided this country a lot further, where we see lots of immigrant communities are getting rounded up by ICE agents, leading to a riot in Los Angeles. And we see that, what happened to Charlie Kirk at Utah University. And that's just add fuel to the fire, because now we see both sides are going to try to secure their power. And we see Donald Trump is getting Republican states like Texas and Florida to pass a gerrymandering map that's going to favor Republicans to help secure, the House of Representatives, to help, maintain Trump's control and power. Because now Trump, he's getting desperate, and he's going to try to pass many laws and policy as much as he can before he starts losing grip on power. Because now most American people are really angry at Donald Trump. Look at the approval rating. It's also being at the lowest of the low. And that's going to increase the odds of, Democrats retaking back the House. And that's going to put a political gridlock on Donald Trump's administrations to get anything done with his laws and policies. So that's just going to slow it down. More American people are moving out of the US or even planning on leaving the US. And the reason why they're leaving the US is simple. It is due to skyrocketing cost of living like groceries, housing, health insurance are just becoming unaffordable for most American people out there. And you got, growing crimes and political violence that is getting worse every year. And this is the reason why that American families, young people, retirees, and even entrepreneurs or businessmen, they're actually planning their exit ticket out of the US. And we see lots of opinion polls showing that majority of, or even half of them are actually planning or even wanted to leave the US. And these numbers are expected to grow year by year. And you're going to see more American people going to have more discussions or even making preparation to leave the US to establish a new life outside the US and overseas. And we see Americans are moving to Southeast Asia, Europe, and Latin America, so that is the only destination that American people are going to.
America will turn 250 years old. America will celebrate its semi-quincentennial birthday of the July 4th. 2026 is the 250th anniversary of the United States Declaration of Independence in 1776. This is 3/2 century years old as nation, and there will be historical celebration and political activities, and across the US this may be good thing. However, there is dark side to it, because do you know that average empire or nation lasts 250 years from rising triumph of the nation to reaching perk of greatness of the world until slower collapse itself and getting replaced by new empire or nation to take its place. We see great like Roman Empire and British Empire that once ruled the world until become irrelevant in 21st century. 18th Bepi-Colombo insert orbit of Mercury. The Bepi-Colombo is European Space Agency, ESA, and collaboration with Japanese Aerospace Exploration Agency, JAXA, and space probe to Mercury, and it going to attempt to get into orbit insertion with Mercury since in 2024 it has thrusters issue that delay orbiting insertion, but once it get into orbit with Mercury we will learn about Mercury geological past, magnetic field, temperature fluctuation, and ice cape on Mercury, so there will be a lot of scientific discovery of rocky world. Construction of Sagrada Familia to be completed. The Sagrada Familia and Catholic Church location in Barcelona, Spain. This is unfinished construction project that date way back to March 19, 1882. In late 19th century the construction work continue into 21st century, which it should be finished by 2026, making world longest modern construction project, and the reason it took so long to complete is due to complex design, historical event and funding issue, and evolving technology that create challenged to get thing done, and even if finished it will had to do interior work which it won't be finished by 2034. Overall the Sagrada Familia demonstration the human ingenuity and survival through 3 centuries.
That's everyone's favorite game. GTA 6 will finally be released in 2026, and this game is going to make a huge tons of money for Rockstar, and a lot of people are going to be so hyped for this game to come out. It's been 13 years since release of GTA 5, but now the wait is over. However, some reason it got delayed multiple times, but it should be released. There's just a rumor it's going to be released by 2027, but it's just a rumor. So it should be released by 2026, but I'm just quite really excited for this.
China economic competitive edge against US. Not only China is manufacturing powerhouse, but it becoming global leader of technological innovation in high-tech industries and sectors like AI, renewable energy, electric cars, nanotechnology, and recent news. China has able to reverse engineering the advanced lithography machine that has capabilities to produce highly advanced chip production that will boost China economic and geopolitical power of the world.
Yeah, because we officially entering the Chinese century, because China has earned a global status of the leader of technological innovations and a global leader of diplomacies, and they become a leader of a fight against climate change. And China is going to be the future, because every economic opportunities and geopolitical moves is going to happen in China. It is going to be our future, that everyone should realize it and acknowledge it right now. End of the Russia-Ukraine war. Since this war has been going on for literally 3 years, since 2022 at February, and both sides has accumulated casualties and damages. While even though Russia is still making gains in the front lines, but it's still suffering losses. And there's still peace talk is underway, but it's suffering all those setbacks due to peace talk just breaks down due to both sides are making disagreements, making demands. That makes things a lot harder, and we don't know if this peace is guaranteed, but we're hoping Ukraine, US, and Russia should come to a negotiation table to end this war once and for all. Even the war is over, Ukraine's going to need lots of money to rebuild the countries and even the economy, even the military as well, since they suffer huge losses from the war. So Ukraine has a long ways until they achieve a peaceful prosperity recovery for the future of Ukraine.
The increasing internet censorship and surveillance in a democratic developed nation, and we are already seeing signs like the UK Online Safety Act, and Australia banned social media for those under 16 years old. And this is only going to get worse with the rise of deepfakes, misinformation, cybercrime, and AI is going to force every country around the world to implement law in name of national security or protect children, but reality it about control and suppressive information that will degrade the privacy and internet freedom, as we know that why that in future you are going to need a tool like VPN or an anti-censorship tool to survive the world where internet will get restriction. That wraps up this video series, Years of Tomorrow 2026. And I want to thank you for watching. We will see you next time.
Well, thank you, Ava, for doing our part for the YouTube video. So for that, that's conclude for this video. So for that, don't forget to like, subscribe, or comment on my YouTube channel and the videos. So for that, I want to say Happy New Year to 2026, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.